Hi there guys, so the rivalry between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury has spiced up a little bit because Tyson Fury has explained that Anthony Joshua is not the real champion. He picked those belts up out of the bin and Anthony Joshua cannot be the true champion until he beats Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury never lost his belts in the ring. This is what Tyson Fury had to say about it. I've already been the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world when I beat Klitschko, so as far as I'm concerned, Anthony Joshua only has my leftovers. I never lost those belts. I had to vacate them because of mental health problems. They're my belts. How can you claim to be a champion when you haven't beat the champion? So that is what Tyson Fury has had to say, and Anthony Joshua came back with this. The fight can happen when Tyson Fury gets past the third match with Deontay Wilder, and when I get past my next match with Kubrat Pulev. If Fury wants to fight, then he'll make it happen. We're keen. We always like to put on big events and cater for the boxing community. So that's something that we'll really take seriously. He had two good fights in his career, in my opinion, against Vladimir Klitschko and Deontay Wilder. And he's managed to win both of them. So he's on a high right now. But he has to be careful what he wishes for because the young gunners are coming up and will definitely take that Tyson Fury challenge with both hands. So there we go guys, the war of words has begun. Tyson Fury doesn't believe that Anthony Joshua can claim to be the real champion. Despite Anthony Joshua unifying the belts himself, collecting them, he cannot be considered as a real champion until he beats Tyson Fury. Now, the way it works really is obviously Tyson Fury vacated his belts. So those belts do not have a champion. They have to be challenged for in order to be won. And obviously Joseph Parker won the WBO belt. Anthony Joshua won the IBF belt. And the WBA belt remained vacant until Anthony Joshua fought Vladimir Klitschko for it at Wembley in 2017. And then Anthony Joshua became a unified heavyweight world champion, also claiming the vacant IBO belt as well. So then Anthony Joshua became unified heavyweight world champion. WBA, IBF, IBO. Now, Anthony Joshua did not win the IBF belt in a vacant title fight. He won it off of Charles Martin, who was the current champion. But Charles Martin was only really the champion by default because he won it in a fight where the other guy had to withdraw because of an injury. So the real fight for the IBF title realistically was between Anthony Joshua and Charles Martin. And obviously after that, Anthony Joshua went and fought Joseph Parker in the Principality Stadium in 2018 to unify his titles with Joseph Parker's WBO title. Anthony Joshua won that fight by unanimous decision, becoming then the unified IBF, IBO, WBA, WBO heavyweight world champion. So Anthony Joshua didn't really just pick those belts up. He went round and won them from their respected champion. Obviously, Charles Martin wasn't a great champion, although he has a good win now over Gerald Washington. But still, Anthony Joshua fought him in his 16th fight. He took that challenge, that opportunity, not knowing how good Charles Martin was. But obviously, it's not Anthony Joshua's fault because Charles Martin was the champion. Anthony Joshua had the opportunity. What's he going to do? Turn it down and say no? No, he's not going to do that. So Anthony Joshua took that opportunity and then went on to collect the rest of the belts in the heavyweight division. The only one that has eluded him is the WBC and also the Ring Magazine title as well. But still, the WBC is the one he is missing, and that was held hostage by Deontay Wilder for a long period of time. He would not fight Anthony Joshua in an undisputed fight, despite Anthony Joshua constantly trying to make that fight, but he just could not get it over the line. Now Tyson Fury has the WBC world title. So Tyson Fury has held all of the titles that Anthony Joshua now holds, and now Tyson Fury currently possesses the Ring Magazine world title for a second time, and for the first time, the WBC World Heavyweight Championship. So Tyson Fury has won every belt in the heavyweight division, but he hasn't held them all at the same time. So does that mean that Anthony Joshua is not a real champion? No, it doesn't. Anthony Joshua holds those belts. He is the current champion of the WBA, the IBF, IBO, and WBO. So Anthony Joshua is the rightful owner of those belts. He is the rightful champion. But can he be considered the number one until he beats Tyson Fury? No. Can Tyson Fury be considered the number one until he beats Anthony Joshua? No, because they are both champions of different respected world titles. Until they come together, lock horns, and see who is the best in the ring, how can anyone say this guy's number one or that guy is number one? Because many people believed that Deontay Wilder was the number 1 heavyweight in the division. Yet look what happened in his fight with Tyson Fury. So is he the best heavyweight out there? No, and that was proven in the ring. So how can anyone say this guy's number 1, that guy's number 1 when they haven't proved it in the ring? The Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder rematch is a testament to that. They have to get in the ring and then we'll know. Neither fighter can say they are the number 1 in the heavyweight division. I mean, one thing you can do is look at their resumes and say who has the best resume, but ultimately we won't know who is number 1 until they fight each other. Obviously, Anthony Joshua has a great resume. It's not padded at all. He has top 10 heavyweights on his record, especially in world title fights. He hasn't really taken any gimme fights since he has been heavyweight world champion. Now, Tyson Fury may not have the same depth in his resume, but he has a win over a prime Vladimir Klitschko and a prime Deontay Wilder, whatever that means. But still, that means that Tyson Fury has beaten 2 heavyweight world champions. How many heavyweight world champions has Anthony Joshua beaten? 3. Charles Martin, Joseph Parker, and Andy Ruiz Jr. And putting that Charles Martin one aside, obviously Andy Ruiz Jr. was a great fighter and Anthony Joshua dethroned him. Joseph Parker was an unbeaten world champion. Anthony Joshua dethroned him. Much like Vladimir Klitschko was a high caliber opposition for Tyson Fury, yet he dethroned him, and an unbeaten heavyweight world champion in Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury beat him, much as Anthony Joshua beat an undefeated world champion in Joseph Parker. I mean, guys, we could do this all day. Look at their resumes, say this guy's the best because of this. But ultimately, as I said, we need to know by seeing them get in the ring. We need to know who is undisputed, who is the best of this era, by seeing them fight it out in the ring. That is the only way we are going to know. But anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Tyson Fury explains that Anthony Joshua cannot be considered a real heavyweight world champion until he beats him. And Anthony Joshua is saying that Tyson Fury maybe has a bit of a padded record, but has 2 good wins. And he needs to be careful what he wishes for. Guys, the heavyweight division is booming right now. Derek Chisora versus Alexander Usyk has just been announced for May 23rd. What a fight that is going to be. Derek Chisora is better now than he ever has been, and Alexander Usyk is showing some steel getting in there with Derek Chisora, especially considering he is mandatory and could just wait it out for his opportunity with Anthony Joshua. But Derek Chisora called his name, so he gets in the ring with him. You have to respect a fighter who does that. When his name is called, he steps up, gets in the ring, and settles it. And doing it against someone like Derek Chisora really shows the skill of Alexander Usyk. Fair play to him for taking this challenge because he doesn't have to. And you can guarantee that Derek Chisora is going to give Alexander Usyk some work. May 23rd, what a fight that is going to be. What a time for the heavyweight division. Can we see Undisputed this year? I hope so in December. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.